Well, good morning, y'all. Farmgirl here, and I'm actually working on a Sunday trying to get my site for my bees prepped. A few of you know that I have been just enamored with bees my whole life, and I finally now have the good fortune to have a piece of property that can support them. So under the tutelage of my beekeeper mentor, David McCarty, he is a just wealth of knowledge and advocate for bees, but he is helping me get bees established on our property, and I wanted to take you along for that install and journey. So a couple of things that you need to know when choosing your site. Bees, the expression beeline, it's true. Bees will make a beeline into their hive. About a mile off the hive, they're coming in hard and fast. And if you're in their way, they're gonna hit you. It's gonna continually be an issue. So you wanna make sure that wherever you place your hive is not going to be a nuisance to your neighbors or to yourself in your operation. So for us, that looks like this far back corner of our pasture. The important things to note on this corner are that the entrance to the hive is going to be pointed in the westward direction. That is on our property. The purpose of that is that's just the best spot for them to go so that they have a clear beeline to get in. They have a good ability to come up and summit out of the hive, and they're not going to be bothering anyone while they're there. Also, in this particular location, we do have some trees that are blocking some of that westward sun, and so that'll kind of help them. Another thing that's a benefit is we have this beautiful naturalized honeysuckle just all throughout the property, but that's something that they really love and enjoy as a nectar source. So one of the things that I'm doing just to get this ready is we do not want to have to come and maintenance this area with equipment to weed eat or anything like that. Not only the noise would be a nuisance to the bees, it would bother them, but potentially it could be a risk or cause some issues if we are working out here continually to clean up the grass. We might end up getting stung or just not having real good working conditions. So one of the things we're going to do is I'm actually cutting back down this grass with my handy Ryobi brush cutter, which I've really just loved. You do need to be careful on this thing because it'll go a lot faster than you. Just make sure you're not hitting the dirt or hitting, too many tree stumps or things like that so you don't run your blades out. Another thing that we're doing is we're just using some of these leftover roofing shingles. After I've cut down the grass and scalped it down, I'm laying down these roofing shingles so that also creates a barrier for things coming up. One of the tips I wanted to show you is if you can kind of see, I've marked out my spot, but you always want to put the straight edge, not the flat portion. You always want to put that as your boundary so that you have a nice clean line of definition so that plants and grasses, creeping, crawling, weeds don't start breaching into your cleaned out space. And so what that looks like here is, as you can see, I've got the straight edge here, and then I'm coming in, and just like you would on a roof but reverse, I'm coming in and layering the next straight edge under this flap. That does a couple of things for me. It creates a better barrier. We get a lot of water shed this direction. If we didn't have some type of system to kind of lock and key fit these in, the water would just push this out. Another thing that it does is it really just for the grass, it's blocking the sunlight. That grass, even though it's been cut down, there's energy in its roots. And so if we don't deny it sunlight, it's going to continually grow. And so that's one of the things that we're doing here by laying these shingles down. And so that just looks like coming in and finding the flap from the last one, placing it over there and working it in just like you would on a roof, but again, in reverse. So you see that? Okay. Once we've got this 6 by 8 foot area cut down and laid down with our roof shingles, we're actually going to come back over top of that with some gravel. Want to get about 2 inches of gravel in here. That will continue to make a weed barrier. It'll continue to keep this area easy to access and work around as we're working with the bees, harvesting the honey, and just maintaining the pasture. And so I just wanted to pop on here and show you that. I'm trying to work before the sun hits me. It's Texas, y'all, it's hot. And another thing that I wanted to share was that if you are interested in the bee journey, getting bees for yourself, or just even working alongside a local beekeeper, there are just plenty of beekeeper associations in every county. The best thing to do if you're unsure is to just call your local ag extension office and they will send you in the right direction. Beekeepers are wonderful folks. They are truly passionate about supporting and saving our bee populations and spreading that knowledge with others. And I'm just so thankful for them and the wonderful work of bees and the beekeepers who support them. If you are looking for a good all-in-one, beekeeping guide for dummies situation, there's probably actually a book like that. But I've just really enjoyed this one. Backyard Beekeeping by Kim Flotem. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. I don't have any particular dog in the hunt for sharing this one, other than I've just really enjoyed it. It's kind of got, it's kind of a mix between real good academics and philosophy, but then some pretty coffee table style pictures and presentation. Just makes a really enjoyable read and something that you can keep picking up as you're studying along at your own pace. I really like how the chapters are identified and how it talks about some of the particulars that you need to know before you get into this. So for me, that's looked like a year of prep before getting to this stage. And we should have bees in the next few weeks, hopefully. And then in a year's time, we'll be harvesting honey. So I hope that has been helpful, and I am gonna get back to work, y'all. You have a wonderful Sunday, and I will see you soon. Bye.